Hey guys, I'm Danks564 and this continuation file Let's Play of Shadowrun Hong Kong. So, let's get out. We need to talk to some people there. The door looks solid. You can see any visible doorknobs or latching mechanisms from where you're standing. Most likely it's barred from the other side. Didn't he tell us to go? Examine the door more closely. The door is made of heavy steel. It appears to be mounted on a set of tracks at the top of the and bottom of the door frame, designed to slide rather than to swing open. When closed, it sits flush with the wall. Your best guess is that the room you're in was built in one piece, and that the door was later cut from it. Okay, can we open it? Wait for the door to open? You calm yourself and settle back to wait for the door to open. An indeterminable amount of time later, you hear the sound of muffled voices, followed by a dull thunk. The scrape of metal dragged over metal fills your ears. The door pops open, but only a crack. A sliver of daylight streams through from the other side. Can we now open it? Well, there's our gang. All of them, right? Yes, I think we were missing someone. So we were like this. Three, yeah, that's all of us. The sun stabs at your eyes as you step from the interrogation room into the noonday sun. Blinking against the glare, the world gradually swims into focus. A familiar face greets you. Elia, you're out, thank God. They've had you locked away in there since we got here. True story. We only knew when you were because we could hear you screaming last night. You okay, Seattle? They didn't hurt you too bad, did they? They had a mage, maybe more than one. Probed my mind while I was unconscious. Beyond that, they just asked questions. Magical interrogations? Bastards are pulling out the big guns. The thing is, they should have been interrogating us at the same time, comparing our accounts and memories of everything. It doesn't make sense for them to question you for hours while we're all sitting out here. Were you just sitting out here or somewhere else? By the way, how did they get Gaichu and what's her name? None of this makes sense. Our captors were the uniforms of the police constables, but this isn't central booking. It sounds and smells like an impound lot, and guessing you like they did is anything but standard procedure. Yeah, catch. What are you even doing here? You weren't on the run with us. I was taken just as you. It's a long story. No, for Red Samurai, you were kind of a bit incompetent that simple police were able to take you down. You know what else doesn't make sense? The cops. Oh, yeah, Gobbet. Coming after us at all. I mean, APB on us was lifted, right? That's what Auntie Cheng was said after we got out of the World City. It was lifted. APB that Josephine Tang had great put on us came with a kilo capture order attached to it, and they weren't paying much attention to the capture part. If the APB hadn't been lifted, we wouldn't be having this conversation. We'd all be dead, just like Nick Yard, I know, and Carter. Basically, they're buddies from before. Duncan's back stiffens, but he holds his tongue. We should be dead now, or in secure facility somewhere. Instead, we're sitting in an impound lot. And not just us either. She gestures into the distance. What do we have here? At the edge of the impound yard, there is tethers to the dock. The ruined husk of the Duwagger Empress rises above its surroundings. Heavy chains snake up from secure moorings on the dock to heavy maglocks that clamp down on the vessel hull. She isn't going anywhere. You sons of brought my ship here. They didn't just arrest us, they arrested our damn boat. And those of us on board were taken along for the ride. No warning was given. They simply hooked us to a tug, got away the moorings, and hauled us away from the harbor. Can you shed any more light on this, Seattle? I mean, did whoever talk to in there let anything else slip or anything? He mentioned a couple names. Any of you heard of anyone named Lem or Chi? No, lots of people named Lem and Chi. They aren't uncommon names. Considering where we are, I'd guess that they're high-ranking cops. Beyond that, though, your guess is as good as mine. Gaichu suddenly leans towards the cell door. His head cocked, an eyebrow rises. He raises a gnarled hand, gesturing for the team to halt. Do you hear that? Footsteps. Someone is coming. He lowers himself into a ready stance. Prepare yourself. We're about to have company. What do I have here? Some policemen. A uniformed constable wearing sergeant's insignia passes through a set of double gates and into the holding pen. She walks with an air of quiet authority, her face an expressionless mask. A pair of weary eyes fix themselves on you. Echo, step forward, please. Well, what's this about? If you come along quietly and do as you're told, all of your questions will be answered. Now step forward, please. Senior Inspector Lam and Chi want to word with you. They want to talk? Well, they will not leave me, right? Okay, I'll have a word with them. That's the right attitude. Very good. In a moment, I'm going to let you out of this cage. When I do, I want you to make your way to the command trailer near the edge of the docks. Don't try anything stupid, you're being watched. Yeah, I know the drill. Better get walking then. Get on the move. You don't want to leave senior inspectors waiting. Okay, where do I need to go? Over here? Where's our ship, by the way? Somewhere further away, right? It was... oh, right, there it is. There she is. Okay, let's go talk to them. It doesn't look like there's anything here. Except this command trailer. The cramped confines of the command trailers are packed to the gills with security-rated technology. Terminal surveillance packages, all stamped with the Mitsushima Core logo, fill every inch of available space. Just ahead of you, a pair of senior inspectors, one male, one female, stand over a command console. The man offers you a friendly smile. Ah, Miss Swift. You're here, very good. I'm Senior Inspector Andy Lamb, one of the leaders of this task force. Thank you for coming so promptly. Yeah, sure. Shake his hand. The woman, an elf, retorts through a mouth that seems drawn with a permanent scowl. Look, Lamb, I've got a bastard of a migraine and our guest is professional criminal. You think that we could dispense with the pleasantries and get to the business? Come on. Yes, of course. He offers a slight bow. My apologies, Senior Inspector Chu. And as for you, Echo, you must be wondering what you and your team are doing here. I get the feeling you're going to tell me. Chi cuts in, rubbing the bridge of her nose between her thumb and Forefinger, long story short, you've got a problem, and you're in a unique position to help us solve it. This is a job offer, Echo. We want to hire you. Am I going to be paid? Unique position, huh? You want to tell me what you do mean by that? We need to gather information on someone that you have history with. Someone that we suspect of criminal wrongdoings, but can't move on without proof. Pull up the file, Lamb. Lamb nods and his fingers dance over the keypad of his PDA. He raises the device to show you what he's put up on the display. From the device you see a tiny familiar face leers back at you. Lamb holds it to your face for a few seconds, then pulls the device away. You have a history with this woman. He phrases it as a statement, not a question. Yeah, that's great. When the APB went out on me and Duncan, she was the one who appeared on the tree to tell the whole world. Chief Inspector Crichton is highly decorated officer, a leader of HKPF, elite special duties unit. Within the police force, she is universally respected and feared. She's also the unofficial face of the special duties unit in Hong Kong media circuit. When they need a talking head for the news broadcast, she's the woman they go to. To her fellow inspectors, Crate is a hero and a role model. They'd go to bat for her without a second hesitation. The woman has a lot of pull. She's a big deal, I get it, move on. Key members of the Executive Councils believe that Crate is the center of conspiracy within HKPF, that she and her conspirators been working as mercenaries under our noses, taking on illicit side wars for profit and transmitting the HKPF, tarnishing the good name of HKPF in the process. This task force was assembled to investigate the suspicions. They believe that she's gone bad. Gee, what was their first clue? Just tell me where I come in. We'll get into the specifics later after you've had a chance to mull it over for a while. If you've chosen to work with us, we'll get a full briefing on the plan. For now, you should know that Lamb and I were the ones who cleared the APB from your name. We've already helped you in more ways than one. I knew that was gonna come back and bite me in the ass somehow. That APB should never have been called on you in the first place, Echo. We resigned it to correct an injustice, not to put you in our debt. Now we understand that the prospect of working with the police task force could feel foreign to you, and I fully expect that you have questions that you'd like to ask. If there's anything pressing that you'd like to know, I'll do my best to answer. I'd like to know who's the freaking person who fucked my mind twice. How the hell did you get my boat here without kindly change stopping you? What makes you think that she could stop us? The Yellow Lattice is powerful, but we have a navy at our disposal. A navy? What did you do to attack Haoi? Of course not. We made it a token show of force, and that was that. Kindly Chen doesn't want the Marine Police parking the Sea Panther of the Haoi docks any more than anybody would. As highly as she might think of you, she wasn't about to risk a shooting war to keep us from towing your barge. Why me? There are plenty of runners. Other runners don't have a built-in reason to want Crate dead. You do. Beyond that, you're perfect deniable asset for this job. If you get caught or killed, the SDU will assume that you were there to get revenge for what they did to you. sounds enough reasoning, I guess. You really are the perfect runner for the job, Echo. That, what we pulled from your mind in the interrogation confirmed it. We know that we can trust you for the job, and that's invaluable to people in our position. Now, okay, tell me where this plot is located. So we're near Aberdeen. Then we are to Heoi. That's about all that you need to know. Okay. I want to know who I'll be working with. If I do this, what are your roles in this organization? I handle technical side of investigation, DECIN information monitoring and control surveillance work. Chu is on loan from Mitsushima Corporation. She's a cop, just like I am, but her primary responsibility is to safeguard the company's image and financial interests. Mitsushima, what does Japan Corp care about some dirty cops in Hong Kong? The Hong Kong police force is owned and operated by Mitsushima. The company is obviously concerned by what's happening here, so they dispatched me to help Plum lead his investigation. Consider me a corporate liaison, here to bridge the gap between the suits and the uniforms. As long as you pay me, I don't care. That's the spirit. So what's next? What's the next step? Is that we let you go for now. Take some time, think it over. Come back when you're ready to seal the deal. After you've accepted, we'll go into the details of the run. You know who I work for. Do you know what would happen if happen to me if I agreed to work with the cops? It is very much in the Yellow Lotus interest that this issue be taken care of. The Executive Council as a whole is happy to maintain the status quo as far as the triads are concerned, so long as the Yellow Lotus sticks to its territory and keeps its soldiers away from the people of status. The Council doesn't care what they do. But these corrupt cops, they're unpredictable. Who's to say that the councilman with an agenda, the Eastern Tiger rep, say won't send them to hit your boss mahjong parlor? Crate and her people are wildcats, cards, extremely well-armed, dangerous wildcards who wear the same uniforms that we do. That's a bad situation for us, and even worse one for you. Talk to Chang and run offer by her. Talk to your team too. Tell them what we've told you. We're confident that they'll want to work with us. They should be heading to the Dowager Empress as we speak. Fun name, by the way. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw that. Kind of you to keep her safe for me. When you've made your decision, come back to us. No rush, no pressure. We're not trying to coerce you into doing this. We're all on the same team, and we're confident that your boss will see things our way. Okay. Anything here? I don't think so. We would see something there. Did they already go to the Empress? Let's go check. Yeah. Check in with the team. As you pass through the hatch and step into the familiar confines of the Empress, you find your team waiting for you. Well, this is a hell of a thing. You said it, Gansho. Not our best day ever as a team. So what's the deal, Echo? Who captured us? Are they cops? Corporate security? A conspiracy of some kind, maybe? They want us to work for them, to help them take down Crate and her dirty cops. And funny enough, I think this whole thing is gonna work to our advantage. Oh, in what way? They got the sights on Chief Inspector Crate. If memory serves, Auntie Cheng wants her dead too. Well, that is interesting. If that's what they want, then you won't hear any arguments from me. Or me. Much as I hate the getting jerked around like this, the prospect of getting some payback for Nityar is awfully enticing. So what did you tell them? I told them that I need to talk to kindly before I could commit to anything. Good call. Might as well get this over with. See if you can get the old lady on the comm. We need to bring Auntie Cheng up to speed on what's happening here. Yeah, let's contact her. Echo, pleasure to see you, dear. I've been worried sick. Now, would you kindly tell me where the fuck you've been? The HKPF guessed us on our way to the out-of-combat pangs. They're holding me in an impound yard. Ah, I see. You're calling me from the police custody? They had a mage poke around in my head. My calling you isn't going to make much of a difference. They scanned you? How disappointing. There's a long pause, then finally, tell me exactly what they said to you. Don't leave anything out. The police who have me aren't HKPF rank and file. They're working directly for the Executive Council. The leaders of the group are called Chu and Lam. Auntie Chang. That's what the DCI at the holding pen said. They're senior inspectors. Those won't be their real names, dear. Not if they are letting you contact me like this. Well, whoever they are they're after the cops that were working for Josephine Tsang. They want my help. They're after the filth who ambushed you, then? The ones that killed... and Carter. Nobody gives a fuck about Carter. You should know better than to interrupt me by now, Gancho. She dismissed the outburst with a wave of her hand. Now, be a good boy and keep your mouth shut. Duncan clenches his jaw. He's clearly furious, but he says nothing. Alright, I want you to go along with it. Tell them that you'll take the job with my blessing. You want me to work with these people? Yes, I do believe that this entire clusterfuck of situation could work in our advantage. I've always wanted to get a runner into HKPF security facilities, and here's this task force is inviting you in. And if you can avenge my sweet Nigdyar death in the process, well, so much the better. Any special instructions that you want me to follow? Be smart, don't do nothing that could endanger the Yellow Lotus or myself, and report back to me if you see anything that could constitute a threat. Above all, keep your eyes open and don't trust this task force of yours, whatever you do. Couldn't they just bug the whole place? Shouldn't we just check it before we even have this conversation? And our PDA, they could have bugged it too, and that's so not Shadowrun. I'll always keep my ass open on Chang. That's why I'm still alive. Good girl. Oh, and Echo, I'm sure that the police confiscated the Kong that you procured from Edith Tang. The one that I paid you to retrieve for me. Get it back. Well, I guess that's that. We're doing this. Candle's right. This is an opportunity for us to kill two birds with one stone. We take down the cops that hunted us, and we collect the intel on the HKPF. Then there is no more to be said. You go back to Lam and Chi and accept the job. I will ready my gear. Wonderful. Do we even get... No, I don't think we get karma at all. Would be nice to have some karma. No, no messages. Okay. By the way, do you have like anything? Do we have anything to sell? Nope. Well, what do we have here? Do we have any active jobs? I don't think so, no. Okay, let's get out. Apparently we'll only be working for the HKPF. So, where the hell are they? Come on. Get in. Welcome back. Did you talk over the job with your crew? Yeah, we're in. Good, we'll be holding you to that. Don't worry about me when I take a contract, I don't break it. Good to hear, now let's get to it. You wanna get started, Fiona? I think he just told us her name. A hand goes up and reflectively touches the pen that hangs from her neck. She nods and then turns to you. Alright, pay attention, Shadowrunner. I don't want to have to repeat myself. Yeah, I'm listening. We know that Crate and her people are dirty, but we don't have any ironclad proof. We'll have to gather something concrete if we want to move on her. Okay, why? You said you are answering directly to the council. Just arrest the woman and come up with a justification? Well, I guess she told us that she's very respected and all that. She's right. What we need is tangible evidence of Crate wrongdoings. Financial records, written communication, video feeds, that sort of thing. We know where that proof is being held, but we can get to it without tipping our hand. That's where you come in. Just tell me what you will need me to do. Crate likes to keep her people close to her. They've consolidated their power into the single police station on the harbor. She leans over and pulls up an image of her on her terminal, an aerial holographic of a squat building crowded up against the water edge. There it is, an old SDU headquarters, the Crate's current base of operation. They call it Tiger's Den. Any significance to the name? It's a throwback to the old days before the Executive Council took over. Back then, the SDU were colloquially known as the Tigers on the Flying Tigers, had patches on their uniforms and everything. When Mitsushima took over the HKPF contract, they did away with a lot of the old symbols, but in this case, the nickname stuck. We're gonna get you into the station and you're going to liberate the information we need. Then we're going to take Crate and her people down. And how do you suggest we get in? Through the front door? Not quite. You and your team will be smuggled in the loading dock. We've secured the transport for you through an old associate of yours, pirate smuggler named Captain Jomo. You're working with the Shadow and pirate? Aren't you supposed to be cops? We're a small task force. We work with the tools we have. So long as you and Jomo can both follow basic instruction, everything should work out fine. We've already provided him with a copy of station's timetable. He knows when they'll be flush with cops and when they will be running a skeleton crew. He'll time your arrival so that you'll have minimal resistance to contend with. Huh. You know what would be really cool? If they would allow me to do my legwork and check out the place and then come up with a plan, something like that. That would be really nice. Now I feel we're very railroaded. Minimal resistance. That'll take out the fun out of it. Nah, we're not a maniac or something. Alright, sounds like a plan, I guess. After Jomo gets you to the halted docking area, our woman on the inside will let you into the complex. You'll need to make your way up the administrative level. That's where the Crate evidence room is located. We'll take up position near the station and from there we'll monitor your progress. Monitor us how? Your team will be outfitted with mixed body cameras and condition monitors before you leave. We'll have a clear view of what's going on inside of the station. Can we call in cavalry then? Not so much, no. We can't send any of our people into the station. These risks are just too high. We'll be watching you because it's our op. As long as you're inside, I need eyes on you for corporate oversight reason. Mitsushima has a financial stake in this operation. Going smooth on this operation going smooth. I intend to make sure that it does. Got it? Sure. This is your job, I'm just a hired hand. Exactly. Now let's get back on the track. We still got more ground to cover. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. When you get into the administrative level, you'll be stepping into the hostile territory. Clyde and her people have more or less taken over the whole floor, and they won't think twice about putting a bullet in your head if they catch you there. Great. If you encounter any of the resistance up there, you're going to have to shoot your way through it. They won't give you the chance to do anything else. I'll be calling in a favor with Tsushima to bring down the station comms, so you won't need to worry about them calling in outside help. Anyone who's already in the building is your problem to deal with. Okay, what's my objective? The evidence room. The proof that we need should be stored on the disk there, or in the terminal. You'll be looking for a log of briberies accepted by Crate and SDU. You could also use any other proof or of corruption that you can find. Transaction records, archive communications between Crate and her clients, that kind of thing. You'll pull evidence, get back to the boat, and return the package to us at the impound yard. We'll analyze it, and once we're sure we got her nailed, we'll make our move on Crate. Alright, so I find the evidence room, grab the data that you need, and get back to Jomo. He'll bring me back here to hand over the data. Yep, that's about the size of it. Think you can handle it? Well, I guess we'll find out. You'll be fine. You made it through the walled city. You can handle the run on a police station. If you need a gear, talk to Sergeant Lee. Out in the yard, she's our quartermaster. I'm sure Captain Joma can hook you up with anything that he can't, including additional personnel that you might need. The good captain asked you about you, by the way. Want to have a word about some side work. Okay, I'll get to him. Well, we'll wait on you to launch the operation. We're on your timetable here. When you're ready to go, talk to Jomo. We clear on all that? Yeah, we're clear. Good. We'll see you in Christ's compound then. Well, now we got to rob a freaking police station. Well, I guess that's fine. Come on, get out. That's where's the quartermaster? Yeah, they're already all leveled up. This guy wanted to talk to us, looks like. The constable standing before the thin rail thin. Before you is thin rail thin, damn it, words are hard. With a wiry build and lantern jaw, pair of wire-rimmed glasses bright on the bridge of his nose, and his neck is warped in sinuous tattoo. He glances up from PDA, locking eyes with you. So you're the person of interest that everyone's been talking about. Here, Chu has big plans for you. It's just another job, nothing to write home about. Yeah? You must lead an exciting life, so did you need something from me? What's your name, Constable? Officer Hui. You're Swift, right? That's what they said on the forum. Call me Echo. I've been a big fan of certain names. They feel kind of immature, don't they? Like the kid playing make-believe. When you go around pretending to be Echo, the big-time criminal, you knock yourself out. To me, you're Swift. Okay, didn't mean to distract you. See ya. So where's the quartermaster and I guess, yeah, that's... Who's the trench coat man? That's quartermaster. I wonder if he has any spells. Come on. Yeah. What's in the crates? The stuff that I can't sell you technically. Big guns, heavy ordnance, that kind of thing. Of course, it's possible that the Ultima 2 could go missing if I did him a favor. And what kind of favor are we talking about? The kind he can trust to his brothers in uniform, the kind that you go to a Shadowrun for. Okay, what do we need to do? A friend of mine is in trouble, bad trouble. I'd be the first in line to help him myself, but my hands are tied. I know exactly what happened to him and why, but I can't intervene to help save his life. You help my friend, and maybe I'll forget to carry the one of well, I guess one of the something crates when I'm writing out my next inventory control sheet. I've already done the legwork. Yeah, what? That's always like rubs me the wrong way with this game. The legwork is already done. You finish the job for me. See to that my friend gets the help that he needs, and there'll be a nice payday in for you, and maybe clerical error too related to the gear in those crates. You'll still have to pay for the gear, but I'll do the work to make sure nobody notices you disappeared. Just forward to you the details. You'll find them on the mission computer. Please don't drag your feet on this. My friend really is in some terrible trouble, and he won't hold out much longer. Yep, we'll see. Let me see what you got. What do you have in terms of armor? Well, it's... What kind of items do we have? Yeah, we have that prototype laser rifle, which is pretty damn cool. Actually, I probably just need to check what... No thanks, not for now. What do I have for my armor? Yeah, we have better armor. Who's that trench coat man? Oh, come on. Talk to him. Who are you? Don't look like one of the cops? I'm not, but then again, neither you are. We're in the same boat, freelancer. Slam and Chi needed to get their job done. I figure it's a steady paycheck, so why not take the work when it's offered, right? It's not like I'm gonna get shot at hanging around this lot. So what is it you do for them? He's a decker. I guess the Wonder Twins couldn't get any stay-at-home decking support without possibly raising a red flag to Krayt and her people, so they opted for an off-the-books solution, me. Okay, Levik Stoltz. With a little luck, you people will be able to get all the stuff up soon, and I can collect my money. The money I was promised, and maybe get the hell out of Kanhong for good. Okay, good luck with that. There's a medical. and I'm assuming the... Yeah, that's Jomo here. Okay, I guess we'll make a cut here, but first let's... Can we check what sort of mission we had? Yep, does look like it. Okay, you know what, guys? I think I'll make a cut here and we'll continue in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and goodbye.